Hi guys, Robbo46 here. Welcome to my MotoGP 15 wish list. This is a list I've put together of all the things that I want to see in MotoGP 15. There may be some things I haven't touched on, so if you want to comment, then feel free and let me know your views. Anyway, first one. I want it on the Xbox One. I know that MotoGP 14 didn't come out on the Xbox One for reasons that they didn't have the development kit in time, but MotoGP 14 came out on the PS4 and it looked a lot better than what it did on the 360. But not only will it improve the graphics and the sound of the game, impulse triggers, guys. For those of you who don't know what the impulse triggers are on the Xbox One controller, the triggers have independent rumble packs in, so you'll be able to feel the rear end of the bike lose grip. You'll be able to feel through your fingers the front losing grip, and I just think it would add to the whole experience. And also I just want my game to look as good as it can. And touching on graphics, they can always be improved, and so can the sound. So hopefully Xbox One next year for MotoGP 15, that's a big one for me, and I hope they actually do it this time, because I was really disappointed that MotoGP 14 didn't come out on it. So like I said, sound can always be improved, as can the graphics. They are getting better. They are improving with, well, since MotoGP 13 and 14, so hopefully they can continue on the improvement with both the sound and the graphics and the handling as well. Maybe just a few more tweaks. I do enjoy the handling, but it can be tweaked yet again for improved physics as well. Especially the Repsol Honda. I think they got that mixed up with the Ducati this season, because the Repsol Honda seems to understeer like the Ducati would. But anyway, hopefully they can improve on all those things. Especially the background graphics as well, because they're a bit flat and a bit lifeless. So yeah, hopefully they can improve all that stuff for the MotoGP 15. It's something that I feel they can do. Starting lights. I've never understood this about the last two games. You can't actually see the starting lights on the grid. They just come up at the top of the screen and tell you when to go. But not only that, maybe a starting procedure so that you can get jump starts. So you yourself have to, I don't know, hold the clutch in or whatever and let it go at a certain time, and try and get the best start you can. I think that would be a pretty good idea, and obviously show the start lights at the beginning, because not seeing them on the actual grid is a bit weird. Also liveries. As you can see, this is Sam Lowe's from this year. He's had 3 different liveries. We've only got the first one, which is the orange one. Bring out the liveries. Like, if people change their liveries during the season, bring them out as DLC. Alicia Spargo, he's changed his livery. The right one was the one he started off with, and now he's on the one on the left. I would be happy to have DLC for special liveries, especially if it's during the season. Again, Maverick Vinales on the right is what he started on. Now he's on the yellow, Spanish yellow pages colours on the left. But not to say that, I wouldn't even mind the testing colours, because I actually really like the factory Yamaha testing colours. It's a lot of white. I actually prefer it to the colours they've got now. And helmet designs. If someone has a special helmet for a certain race, put it in the game. I know that they did on the very first MotoGP on the 360. They put all the liveries and the helmet designs in, so please bring it back. We want the helmet designs because some of them look pretty badass, and it's just nice to have them there. But also, let's make our own liveries and helmets, because online especially, you're actually going to stand out and be unique to online. Have your own livery and helmet design. Also, it would be good if you could actually make your own riding style. I've only ever seen it done in Tourist Trophy on the PS2, where you could actually design your own riding style, design how much you want to lean off the bike, your head angle, your shoulder angle, your elbow angle, how far you sit up when you brake. Crash animations could be better. I think that they have been reused from MotoGP 13. Also, when you crash your bike, actually have it become damaged. Don't just have it dusty, because as we all know, bikes do get damaged when they're crashed, as we can see here. They don't just get really dusty, they just destroy themselves. I think they should have that in the game, because maybe if you have a really massive crash, especially online, maybe that's it, your race is over. And yeah, then you have to sit out the rest of the race as they would do in real life. But also, if you have a small crash, maybe you should be able to run over to your bike and pick it up and get back on it. Don't just teleport back onto the track, but actually put the bike up and then get back on it. Even bump start it if it's stalled. I know it's probably getting complicated with all the button presses that you'd have to do, but I think it'd be pretty cool. Also, Legends or Challenger Champions modes. How can you have Challenger Champions modes without two of the main guys, Kenny Roberts Sr. and Barry Sheen? I know they probably have to have Barry Sheen, permission for Barry Sheen from their family, but I think it'd be really good to have them both in. Also, classic tracks as well if they're going to do Challenger Champions game. Sparks. This is one thing the games have been lacking. When you lean, especially in Losail, in real life, they do generate sparks. Obviously, Rossi, you can see it coming off his elbow slider. That's Paul Espargaro crashing in Qatar. Lots of sparks. We didn't get any of that in the game. Sparks. We love sparks. We need sparks. Put sparks in the game. And just put that one in for fun. But yeah, again, sparks. It's something that hasn't been in MotoGP games since I can remember, but it is something that does exist. So please put it in the game. It would be really nice to have sparks. Also, flames. Lack of flames in MotoGP 14. I didn't really notice any. You did occasionally get a flame in MotoGP 13, but it's very rare. Or maybe I just didn't notice it because I wasn't spending my whole time looking at the exhaust pipe. Especially in Qatar, make it quite obvious. We've already got the Glern front brake discs at the end of the straight, which is really good. Bring back flames and sparks. Also, tyre smoke, please put tyre smoke back in the game. Why we don't have it? It just looks silly trying to do a donut or a burnout and nothing happens apart from just spin around in a little circle. Rain can be improved. I don't want my rider to look like he's been coated in grease. They have improved it since last time, but please improve it again and again. They've improved the handling so that you can't actually lean over as far. Let us choose our own tyres though. On a drying track, I don't want to be on wet tyres. If it's got a really good drying line, I want to be able to go onto slick tyres. Yeah, let me make my own decision. If I mess it up, then it's down to me, not the game. But yeah, rain can always be improved. Because once you start moving, you can't actually see the raindrops, which is a bit weird, but if it's going to rain heavy, make visibility really bad. Also, dynamic weather. If you do really long races, let us come into the pits and change bikes. Even if it's just a QTE that you have to press buttons, random buttons. If you get it right, you change bike really quickly. If not, you mess it up, you lose a bit of time. But that'd be really good if you could come into the pits and actually change your bike like they do in the actual game. Even if you mess up at the start, maybe start from pit lane, like Rossi's had to do a couple of times this season, and some other people. But yeah, let us come into the bike. And also safety car. Fuck off with the safety car. I don't want a safety car. If you're going to use time to put safety car in the game, don't use the time elsewhere, because there's a lot more things you could be doing than making a really horrible handling safety car, which is pointless to the game because it's a motorbike game and I don't want a car in it. Anyway, no safety car, please. That's all I'm going to say about the safety car. It was just, MotoGP 14, why did you have it in there? It's not good at all. So anyway, guys, that's my list of wishes for MotoGP 15. One little thing also, the helmet cam. If I look behind me, I want my guy to actually look over his shoulder in the helmet cam view, not just flick to the rear view camera. But those are just a list of some of the things that I want in the game. Leave a comment of some of the things you want. If there's anything you agree with, anything you don't disagree with. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Let's share this video around, get as many people to see it as possible, and hopefully Milestone might watch it and maybe take some views on board. Other than that, comment, like I said. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to leave this video a like, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I shall see you guys in the next video. See you!